returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And ready good. And she began Gorubia. And now for the Tufta. Gloria. Tuntuf black fandigo gelfa. Orisidan gelfa vadino gelfa. She afare Gorisa tufida andevat. When Bundas, Quora, Tuntuf black fandigo gelfa. Orisidan gelfa vadino gelfa. Colo tuf divan rebut. Ufta gel please. Bundas da gelfa. Ufta gel please. She afare Gorisa tufida andevat. Quora. Tuntuf black fandigo gelfa. Orisidan gelfa vadino gelfa. Colo tuf divan rebut. Ufta gel please. Ufta gel please. Bundas da gelfa. Abuelta. Where bundas. Linda ufta. Colo tuf divan rebut. Dikel di rimo. Tenfusi Boravan, Colo Duf, Divan Rebut, Abuelta, Quora. Telmo Tunfusi ni Mirongan, Dikelfa. Quora. Tuntuf black fandigo gelfa. Orisidan gelfa vadino gelfa. Colo Duf, Divan Rebut. Ufta gel please. Ufta gel please. Bundas da gelfa. Abuelta. Where bundas. Linda tufta. Colo Duf, Divan Rebut. Dikel di rimo. Tenfusi Boravan. She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Rashi gut, and keep me on Gorupia. When now for the Dufta. Oh,
Kuyami just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuha tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalia gando do nano chut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo boda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Chiska du suki kumba na bona nagachu. Tuinkotu. Topa da bunkwalia gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yalamo inkapun. Jilo ba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumbes gang ba mama rulira. Uba batu kochi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia.
Tufla fandigo gelfa, oisidan gelfa vaninogan gelfa. Alfade glorisa tufide andevat, ben bundas tuora. Tufla fandigo gelfa, oisidan gelfa vaninogan gelfa. Kolo tuftivan vevut, ufta gelkif. Bundas, Uftakel Chief, Bundas der Schärfer, Uftakel Chief, Bundas der Schärfer, Favorelta, der Bundas, Linda Tufta, Kolondus, die Van Wemut, die Gerti Rimo, den Fusi Boravan,
La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba patu konchi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia.
She affirmed to, she endured it out, and Rashi good, and keep me on Gorupia, when now for the Dufta. Oh, Dufta dan Gelfa, Oisidan Gelfa, Tufla Fandigo Gelfa, Oisidan Gelfa, Vaninogan Gelfa.
Uba patu konchi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuyami just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi. Chiska du suki kumpa na bona naikachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bunkwalya ganto nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yalamo inkapun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbes gang. Ba mamarulira. Yatoka uwan kinkuna ba mulira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpampa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bunkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kumbes mulira rabes.
You old fool! Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulcans would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Karth is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brezhik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taris.
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata ni punaje. Dolpi kik nyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na konkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpa da bonk molya gando da nago churchut. Moga shampong pa bolawan na chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulba da bunk walya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de ne bobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara. Shagji kin lor chawata uma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm all ears, beautiful. Which? The fact that I'm all ears, or the beautiful part? Oh, not really. Just a habit. You have something you'd rather I call you by? I might consider it, but what are you gonna call me in exchange? I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy. Well, what do you think? Well then, I guess gorgeous will just have to do until then, won't it? No, but kidding aside, I bet you're not about to give up on those questions of yours. Are they really necessary? Oh, well, if it's an interrogation you wanted, why didn't you say so? No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? Good. Like I said before, I prefer action to talk anyway.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, Anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me, even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired. How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Carth were doing before we all joined forces. Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulkar prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable, but though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
She offers to, she enjoyed it out, and Rashi good, and she behind Bolivia, and now for the Klufta.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And she behind Bolivia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians, but you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer. And the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mula reji. Ching pala niska mule dun ratatigan potranko. Desarcha doma wana kundatama. Witimembo rangthong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Mokau dangya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto. Watawama muliri. Kin kun shopeshwa. No bamule raji. Jone yuturi yanchi. Either bola unchi chinek. Bah muli selima wanga kun bitkin.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong na bun shanuyang. Kin kun shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun para monareji. Chingpala niska mule tun rata tigin potranco. Disarcha doma wana kondatama. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tonga boksha nak nong.
I'm here.
What?
There. On it. Done.
What can I do? I'm here.
So be it.
What can I do?
bridge through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or... It will just take me a moment while... Welcome back. Are you... Of course. Just step over.
dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side. Spoken like a true drone of the Jedi Council. We Sith, however, have learned to embrace the potential of the dark side. It is what gives us strength. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
What can I do? Yes? What? I'm here.
Now that what?
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? Spoken like a true... This meeting is a...
What? What?
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay. Who would have thought a Force had... Spoken like a... This meeting is a stroke of luck for me.
Yes?
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing, or... Goodbye, and good health too.
elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrol. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're. Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in. And I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need. So what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. We can go right now. Fair enough, but don't take too long. As soon as you're ready to get inside Davik's estate, come speak to me. The sooner we get off this rock, the better.